Prayer for difficult times. Heavenly Father, thank you for all you have been doing for me. Father, you know everything happening in my life right now. God, this is all too much for me and I cannot do this on my own. Please forgive me for worrying so much about my problems and letting my faith fade. Right now, I cast all my problems onto you, all of stress. I give you all my burdens. Please take them from me and grant me with inner peace. Never forget how far you have come, everything you have gotten through, all the time you have pushed on even when you felt you could not, all the mornings you got out of bed, no matter how hard it was, all the times you wanted to give up, but you got through another day. Never forget how much strength you have learned and developed along the way. Forgiveness, anyone can hold a grudge, but it takes a person with character to forgive. When you forgive, you release yourself from a painful burden. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was okay, and it does not mean that person should still be welcome in your life. It just means you have made peace with the pain and are ready to let it go. Happiness, consider those who you love in your choices, but if your choices conflict with their expectation of you, then you have to decide if I trying to be who they want you to be or to being who you really are is ultimately more important to everyone's long term happiness. You can only pretend for so long, but you can be yourself until your very last breath. Happiness. Happiness is really nothing more than freedom. Freedom to love, to be yourself, and to live without fear of change. There are times when happiness would be incredibly difficult. Physical pain, mental and emotional challenge can be all, but overwhelming. But even in those times, to find just a moment of peace provides the strength to carry on. Karma. Be careful of the karma of judgment. When you say, how could anyone? Or I cannot understand why someone would. You are literally asking the universe to give you that experience. Karma is not about punishment or reward, it is about understanding. When you judge someone, you will soon find yourself in a similar position as they were. You will then see why they made the seemingly bad choices they made, and you may even make the exact same ones. If not, at least you shall know why they did. Faith. Faith means to believe something is true without having to see real proof. In fact, sometimes faith means to believe something is true, despite what the real proof shows. If you have faith in a person and it looks like, or you hear gossip that this person has done something wrong, you won't believe it until you hear it directly from them. Faith is tied to trust. You cannot have faith without trust or trust without faith. Appreciation. Sometimes when we do good things, believe in people, or try our hardest, we seem to get nothing in return, not even a thank you. While this can be very disheartening, please don't ever think it was a waste of time. By putting good out into the world, you have done your part in making it a better place. Maybe you were not appreciated immediately, but maybe one day that person will look back and realize how kind you were to them. Maybe until then, please accept a sincere time. Time is never truly wasted. The point of life is to learn. Even if you were stuck in a bad relationship for a long time, it was the exact amount of time that was needed for the lesson. If when we were born, we received a guide to our life that told us how long it would take to learn lessons about self worth, changing people, and love, it would make things a lot easier. But it would be like a crossword book with all the words already circled. There just would not be any point. Self worth. When you try to make things better for a lot of people, you may end up making things worse for yourself. A little self sacrifice is noble, but depriving yourself of too much will only leave you depleted. By that time, most people won't even realize that you need anything because you are the one who has always given. Take care of yourself. Self preservation is not selfish, it is essential for living a full and happy life. Self respect. When someone treats you like you are just one of many options, help them narrow their choices by removing yourself from the equation. Sometimes you have to try not to care, no matter how much you do, because sometimes you can mean almost nothing to someone who means so much to you. It is not pride, it is self respect. Don't accept to see positive changes in your life. If you surround yourself with negative people, don't give part time people a full time position in your life. Know your value and what you have to offer, and never settle for anything less than what you deserve. The silent treatment. The silent treatment is another passive aggressive method narcissists use to abuse victims and cause them emotional damage. They use their body language to express their anger or disapproval. They may roll their eyes when you are talking, or they look at you with a look of disgust. They may even stop speaking to you for weeks on end. The silent treatment is a way to hurt you by not acknowledging or validating your presence. They want to instill emotional pain and damage. They also may look at you with a blank stare after you expressed something that is important to you. This is called stonewalling. They stonewall you by not responding at all, as if to say, you are not important enough for me to take the time to give you a response. Life is good when you are happy. What life is better when other people are happy because of you. People may not reward you or thank you for what you do, but when God is your reason for loving and giving, you will receive a greater blessing in return. If you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. My prayer for you. I said a prayer for you today for safety and protection. I asked God to send angels full of love and affection. I pray for good health for you and those you love. There is healing in his wings from heaven up above.